Just presented our second comparative market analysis of the day in Welland. If we listed it, I want to get you as much as possible.
Yeah.
He's excited. Hopefully this house is on the market next week. At this house to meet with a potential seller. I just finished the comparative market analysis for her. We just have a little bit of a tenant situation to deal with, but we wanted to get the pricing out of the way and set up a game plan for this potential listing whenever it can hit the market.
So,
well, as long as you start the tenant out, that'll be a lot easier for your property.
absolutely.
If I take every Welland story and a half that's sold, and then I try and find the most comparable one to yours. I look at bedrooms, square footage, the lot size, the finishings of the property, everything. Right, so I use all of those different criterias. I go through all of them until we have 4.
Wow.
And I find the 4 most comparable. The reason I have so many is because we want it to be accurate, right? You want your number to be as close as possible to what you need, and then that'll give us the best list price, the best chance to make you more money. Because if you've got 5 or 6 properties that are really close to yours on the market, your house has competition.
Yes.
Right, so it's a lot harder for you to get more money if there's very similar ones, because buyers can kind of pick and choose. So 4 is very low for actives, but 3 of the 4 are very direct. So you do have competition right now. Now if these sell before you list and there's no other ones, it'll definitely help you. That would be really competitive and would be our best chance at getting multiple offers. If you wanted to try and get aggressive and list it higher, your chances of multiple offers will go down.
Yeah.
But because of the competition on the market, you could get close to your asking price. All right.
Oh, I feel so much better.
Just finished presenting the comparative market analysis for the seller. As soon as she came in, she had great news. She ended up calling the lawyer that we referred to her, the same lawyer that's helping us with the Wainfleet tenant. And this tenant already, I guess, has signed a new lease for a new property and should be out by October 1st, which means we can get in the property, get it prepared for the market. So we've got a very happy, ecstatic seller. She loved the depth of our comparative market analysis compared to what she received from somebody else. So we're hoping all of this goes well, and then we can help her get this property prepared for the market and make her some money. Just presented our second comparative market analysis of the day in Welland. The seller loved the numbers, which is great for me. So I started with 62 and then trim it down to 4.
Yeah.
And then the 4 that I use are based square footage, bedrooms, no garage, basement, whatever I could. If we listed it, I want to get you as much as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously listing under the 325, you got a better chance of getting more people and then hopefully more money. The seller loves the detail that we put into the analysis and was almost a little bit surprised at the number that we got. He's excited. Hopefully this house is on the market next week.
We are here in Fort Erie for a team preview appointment where we're taking a look at a house that Kev's gonna do a comparative market analysis on. Casey's gonna
meet the buyer,
as they're gonna be looking to move to Welland. And Kev's over here because it's late at night, it's a late night, holding up the lights. So we're gonna go take a look at the house now.
Right, because if you're gonna put money into the house, you need to have a return on it, right? There's no sense spending days doing a bathroom for 12,000 if it only gets you 12,000 back. You just wasted a lot of time. But the time's worth more than the money, right?
Just finished doing preview appointment. Kev's got to do, what are you doing now?
Comparative market analysis after he gave us a nice tour of this huge property.
after Kev is finished with
That's
his market
right.
analysis, and then they get set up with the mortgage broker, then I can start looking at the buying process and going from there.
Good late night team appointment.
Happenings, late night happenings.
We're here in Wainfleet to do a preview of this big farm property. We just took a look at it. You like the hand motions?
The property is a good size. The house itself is huge, but it was definitely a good appointment.
With this, we've got a lot of the family involved with the selling process. So we've got a few people to win over, and I think that we had a good appointment, but now we have to see where it goes as we price the home, and then we'll be going back to meet with them. So approaching these type of properties, there's almost like three components. One is the value of the workable land.
Yeah.
and that's why I'm kind of asking about it, because that plays into it. And then there's the house, and then how much land is surrounded with that. So we kind of got to price out the land, and then depending on the house, and then how much land is with the house too. With Wainfleet, there's only so many sales, and like this, a lot of properties are unique, right? To accurately price a house, it's easy in the city, but doesn't mean it can't be priced. It's just because we try to find the 4 most comparable properties to give us the best idea of value. After we do it, there won't be one property that's exactly like this. What they're considering, and what I believe their plan to do, is actually to put up the property through an auction system, which is very rare, but it does happen from time to time. We're pricing the property, and we're going to give them all of the information possible to make the best decision.
So there's 2 different markets, but the auction one is inside of the other one, right? So picking that one with, you know, whether it's hundreds of people, whatever it is so much less people that might buy, and then your chances of getting your top dollar is shrinking with those people, right?
I certainly believe you get more exposure on the open real estate market over an auction. If you're properly listed and properly marketed on the open real estate market, you're gonna have a big social media exposure. You're gonna have tons of online exposure, especially if it's done with the right brokerage.
It's going to be interesting pricing out this home. Like a lot of Wainfleet properties, it's unique, but we're gonna be able to do it, hey?
Yeah, we're gonna be able to do it. We're back here in Fort Erie. We finished the comparative market analysis for this potential seller. So we're gonna go over the numbers, the stats, and the data that I used to get the analysis, and give him the numbers and maybe see what we want to do to get this house ready for the market. So these are the 4 comparables that I used. How I picked these were, I wanted them to be similar neighborhoods, right?
Similar houses.
Yeah, so this one was just up the street on Concession.
Yeah.
You guys have the extra garage, right, which would give you a little bit more price, but they've got some really nice updates inside. So they were listed for a while. They were definitely overpriced. And then, like I said, that can change. It could be, if you list at a time where there's literally nothing available, this could go all the way up. Just presented the comparative market analysis here in Fort Erie, and we've got a couple things to decide whether we want to put in some money on renovations to try and get return, much like we did with our previous Carlton listing that obviously had great success, or if we're just looking to tidy up and get this ready for the market and go in and buy the next property for these sellers and buyers.
Welcome to my newest listing here in Welland. I just put up a fantastic listing in a really nice subdivision. My favorite part about the house is it has huge windows everywhere. For what looks like a smaller house on the road, it has a lot of space inside, and you're under $330,000 and it's move-in ready in a nice quiet neighborhood. So it's really a great opportunity for whether it's investors, first-time buyers, downsizing. There's a lot of people that should be interested in this property. I think this home is definitely very saleable. This is the rare one where coming into this listing, when I previewed the home, it looked ready for market. We only changed a couple minor things. The home is definitely saleable. It's got a ton of reach for potential people that might want to buy it. And it's just a beautiful home that when you go in, you got that homey feel, and it's ready for a family.